The lever. We don't know who made the first lever, but the ancient Greek scientist Archimedes figured out the math of how levers work. He once said, "Give me a place to stand, and I shall move the earth." He meant that with a big enough lever, and it would have to be really big, one person could lift up our whole planet. A lever consists of a beam and a fulcrum, which is the hinge or support that the beam rests on. The object lifted by the lever is called the load, and the work that you put in to operate the lever is called the effort. Like all the simple machines, the lever provides a mechanical advantage, allowing you to do more with less effort. The size of the mechanical advantage depends on the location of the fulcrum. The closer the fulcrum is to the load, the easier it is to lift the load by pushing down on the other side of the lever. A playground seesaw is one example of a lever. Now, suppose Professor Carver hears that Mr. Edison is interested in planting a garden. The professor is thrilled to share his passion for agriculture with his friend, so he brings Mr. Edison a gift to help him get started, a 200-pound bag of manure. Mr. Edison isn't around, so Professor Carver decides to leave the bag on Mr. Edison's dressing room coffee table. Perhaps the bag is too heavy for the professor to lift onto the table, but if he manages to get it onto one end of a lever beam, he can push down on the other end to lift the manure, and then just slide it onto the coffee table. The closer the fulcrum is to the bag of manure, the easier it will be for Professor Carver to lift the bag. Let's hope Mr. Edison enjoys his gift.